You guys have to try this one. Creamy cheesy cauliflower. Boil a head of cauliflower for about 7 minutes. Then take 1 cup of mayonnaise and 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. Mix that together. When you take your cauliflower out, make sure you pat it dry. And then take the mixture, and it's almost like you're just spreading it over a cake. Spread it all over the cauliflower. Then we took some garlic powder, some red pepper, some minced onion, and some black pepper. Put it in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. This was so good. If you guys love these recipes, hit that plus button. Make sure that you put VIP in the comment if you want to be added to our VIP group.
It's my birthday, so let's make potatoes and gravy. I'm going to start with these little finger potatoes. Make sure you really wash them down because you don't want to be eating dirt. Give them a good rinse and then slice them up. You want some thicky chippies. Then I'm going to add some oil to a skillet, throw those in, season with salt, pepper, garlic powder. You want all that flavor. Then get yourself a cast iron skillet, cook up your favorite sausage. I like to add onions. If you don't want to add onions, don't do it. Just don't do it. Then I'm going to make myself a nice coffee really quick while it's browning up. Once it's done, set it aside. Into the same pan with the drippings, add some butter, 4 tablespoons of flour, and then slowly we're going to add in some milk until it reaches the consistency that you want. Season with salt, pepper, garlic powder. I like mine to be a little thick. Go ahead and add your sausage back, mix it together, plate your potatoes. We love thick thighs and thick gravy, baby. Chef's kiss.
#1 restaurant in the world tastes like? Well, we're gonna make it today. 11 Madison Park is a 3 Michelin star restaurant in New York City that was rated #1 in the world and was one of the best meals I've had in my life. At the end of the 9-course, 4-hour-long meal, they give you a jar of granola to take home with you, and it literally didn't last a day. It was so good. Start by combining some orange zest, high quality extra virgin olive oil, brown sugar, and maple syrup, and heat until the sugar's dissolved. Now I know you're thinking, granola's granola, there's nothing special about it. Wrong. This is life changing. Then we combine oats, salt, cinnamon, pumpkin and sunflower seeds, sliced almonds, and drizzle the liquid mixture over. Spread evenly on a sheet tray and bake at 225 Fahrenheit for 2 hours, mixing every 20 minutes. Let it cool for 30 minutes, then add dried cranberries, currants, and raisins, then just store it in an airtight container. Wow. Oh my god, it tastes so good. You have to try it out.
Today we're going to make this chili queso. Start by cutting up a 2-pound block of Velveeta cheese.
I like to dice it up into little squares.
Now you just need a small crock pot for this. Add your diced up Velveeta cheese into the crock pot.
Should be a little more than half full.
Next, add 1 can of chili with no beans. You can add ones with beans, but I like it for no beans with the queso. I also like to add a little bit of mild cheddar cheese, about a half cupful, and a half cup of mozzarella.
Should look like this.
Put your lid on and heat it up on high for about a half hour to 45 minutes before we stir it.
After about a half hour, go ahead and give it a little mix. And after another half hour, you can give it another mix. Go ahead and add some more of the cheese at this point, and it'll melt faster. Give it a little mix through. And after it's all done, check that out. Dish it out and serve.
And now for the taste test. Delicious.
These days, everyone's obsessed with carbonara and cacio e pepe, but have you ever tried pasta alla grisha? This Roman classic is a bit more balanced in my opinion and perfect for a cozy night in. Let's start with the guanciale. This fatty goodness comes from the pig's cheek and neck. You have to cook it low and slow to render the fat. Add some white wine to add some acidity and balance out that saltiness in the fat. We decided to use some fancy spaghetti, and you actually don't have to salt your water because the pecorino romano and guanciale is so salty. Pecorino romano is a must for this recipe, and you need to do it freshly grated. Slowly add that, pepper, pasta water, and mix it all together until you get this consistency. Give this a try and let us know what you think. It's seriously such a great dish.
Let's make my traditional Greek lemon potatoes from the island of Crete, also known as patates lemoniou. Incredible. Let's get started. You're going to need around 5-6 potatoes and cut them into nice big wedges, just like this. Boil your potatoes for 6 minutes. And while they're boiling, let's work on the marinade. Olive oil, dry oregano, minced garlic, a little Dijon mustard, and 2 whole lemons. I added 1.5, but if you like them really lemony, you could add 2 whole lemons in here and stir it all together. After your potatoes have boiled for 6 minutes, strain them out and we can add them to our marinade and mix it together. We're also going to salt our potatoes just with a nice little pinch of salt on top. Coat your potatoes really well, face them side down and make sure they're spaced apart. Now you can cover them and let them marinate for 1 hour to overnight. Once they're marinated, bake at 400 for an hour and 15 minutes or until crispy bottoms like this. These are incredible and so lemony. Enjoy.
When you're in the mood for a gyro, here's how you fake it at home. Definitely not authentic, but definitely delicious. I prep the veggies, and then for my sauce, I'm using Greek yogurt, parsley, salt, pepper, lemon juice, and grated garlic. Then I add all these spices: pinoli, nuts, feta, parsley, onion, garlic, breadcrumbs, eggs to my turkey or lamb. You roll them with wet hands to get them nice and smooth. They're similar to kofta, which is Middle Eastern. I told you this was not authentic. We assemble our gyro, making sure to smash our meatballs because it just makes sense. And then we wrap it nice and cute. You gotta try it. They're a huge hit in my house.
The one thing I miss while eating low carb is breakfast burritos from McDonald's. I worked there for several years. I'm going to show you how to make them. They use sausage crumbles. I just cut up sausage into small pieces. You're going to take 6 eggs. The key to this recipe is green chili peppers. You're going to start cooking your eggs and add a few tablespoons of green chili peppers to your eggs. Before the eggs are completely cooked, add your cooked sausage and stir that all up. Now let's kick it up a notch. Slap your mama. Now let's make it low carb. I use Mission Carb Balanced tortillas. Another tip is to use American cheese. Top it with some salsa, pop it in the microwave for 15 seconds, roll it up. There you are.
You guys remember those truffles I had a while ago? Well, I kept them in this rice. And I've also been dying to use my new pan. So this is a saucier, and what's cool about it is it has these rounded edges that taper out. So that means that food doesn't get stuck, and more surface area means things cook a little bit faster and evaporate quicker. So I'll start with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll do shallots, and I'll do some garlic. Once those are sweat down, we'll add the rice and toast it. Once the rice is toasted, we'll deglaze with white wine. When the wine is almost dry, we'll start adding stock, 1 ladle at a time. See what I mean about those sloped corners? Nothing gets stuck. The rice is cooked, turn the heat all the way down, and we'll start adding butter. When the butter's worked in, we'll start adding our cheese. Adjust your seasoning after the cheese, because some cheeses are salty. Salt and white pepper. Cured egg yolk.
I'm craving that delicious, creamy, lemony pasta.
Catherine catches feelings every time I make this 12-minute, 6-ingredient lemon spaghetti. When you only have 6 ingredients, you've got to get the best. In comes Terra de Lisa extra virgin olive oil. The only olive oil with true transparency. Scan the barcode on the side. It'll tell you exactly when it was produced and how it got to you. Into the pan it goes with garlic and shallots. The moment we see a touch of color, we hit it with some pasta water just to stop the cooking. Now when that pasta still has a bit of bite to it, move it into the pan, add a lemon, and then look out, kill the heat. In comes the big boy, Parmesan Reggiano, and do not be shy. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of parsley, shake it about until it sounds, absolutely delicious. Now you're gonna pile it high into a bowl, add a little bit more cheese, and finish it off with that Terra de Lisa extra virgin olive oil. Oh my stars, 12 minutes perfection.
So delicious.
I was super broke and was looking for jobs. I couldn't even go outside to eat food, so I was making all my meals by myself in my own house and cooking on a budget on a constant basis. I started recording all my meals because I knew people would get value from it, and people always ask me, how did you start off with TikTok?
Alright guys, let's talk chicken Cordon Bleu. So I got a couple of chicken breasts. We're going to cut a little pocket in there, be gentle, just like that. Now we're going to fill that pocket with some spicy mustard, Dijon mustard, brown mustard, whatever you want. Deli ham, Swiss cheese, roll it up just like that. We're going to stuff 2 of those into each chicken breast. Now it's time to season. I'm using a little Hottie Toddy Climax AP as the base. Then you can come back with whatever chicken rub you like the best. Next, we're going to sew that little cavity up. 3 toothpicks, just like that on each one of them. Camp Chef cranked up 325 degrees until the chicken is done. In the meantime, we're going to make a little sauce. We got lemon juice, heavy cream, Parmesan cheese, and more mustard. Heat it up until it's warm.
Slice into that chicken nice and juicy. Slice it up, ladle that sauce on there, and you talk about money, guys.
Dare I say you may like these buffalo cauliflower wings better than your traditional chicken wings. Let me show you how to make them. So first you're taking a half a head of cauliflower and you're just taking the florets, and I just sprayed them with a little bit of spray avocado oil just to help the breading stick. So the breading is going to be half a cup of almond meal, a few tablespoons of your favorite plant-based milk, half a cup of breadcrumbs, and a little bit of garlic powder. So you're just mixing that all together, and then you're laying that out on a baking sheet and you're popping that in the oven at 425 for about 25 minutes. And then you're mixing together some melted plant-based butter or real butter, and you're adding half a cup of hot sauce or buffalo sauce, whatever you like, and you're spreading that over the roasted cauliflower. And then you're going to be popping that back into the oven for another 15 minutes. And there you go. You got your delicious cauliflower.
So Chef Marco Pierre White loves to season his meat using stock paste instead of salt and pepper. Today we're gonna try it. Now let's go! Today I'm trying it with chicken tenders. Just pull them out of the fridge 30 minutes before cooking, dry them off really well. Now we're just gonna lightly coat them in a little chicken stock paste. Do that on both sides. Okay, now we just need a little Sergeant Gilbert! Finely ground, medium-high heat pan, avocado oil. Okay, let's drop those tenders. Now just about 3 minutes and flip. Oh yeah. Cook another 3 minutes and then rest 4 minutes. Oh yeah, that is juicy. The stock paste gives it a really good chicken flavor kick. And one for you, man. This is a winner in my books. Remember to like and follow my friends. You know I love you when I'm out.
Another Russian favorite on the menu tonight, French-style meat. Grab some thinly sliced pork loins, trim the fat in the bone, and tenderize. Drizzle some olive oil, salt and pepper, oregano, and marinate in the fridge while you prep the rest of the layers. Peel your potatoes and slice them really thin. You're going to soak them in cold water with some salt. Add some salt to your onions and mash them with your hands to make them soft. For the top layer, a cheese mixture. Drain the potatoes and pat them dry, and now we begin the assembly. We're going to start with the bottom layer of potatoes. Add your meat right on top, then the onion and the cheese mixture, which you're probably going to have to form with your hands. Add some parsley and paprika on top and bake at 300 for 40 minutes. Enjoy!